Hello, this is going to be your waning crescent moon in Scorpio reading. So, in the last reading, the waning crescent moon in Libra, I made a mistake and said that this would be the new moon. Just kidding. This is actually your waning crescent moon, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio from Wednesday, December 1st, about morning time, or very close to noon, actually. Sorry. And it's going to end about noon, so noon to noon, on December 3rd, which is a Friday. So for those of you who don't remember, once again, the waning crescent phase of the moon cycle is the last phase that you will have for the moon cycle. It's also referred to as the balsamic moon, and that's the time when you come up with ideas. What do I want to manifest during the next moon cycle? What plants do I want to? What plants? Sorry, you can tell it's late. What seeds do I want to plant? That's what I'm trying to say. It's a time where you can feel excited about, what you want to do. It's ideas. It's like, wow, it's almost a new moon time, almost time to actually get out there and plant those seeds. But what do I want to do? Magic, I can feel it. And you're filled with the wisdom that you've gained from the last moon cycle. So you're coming into this smarter. Once again, it could be a time where you feel a little bit isolated, you feel a little bit lonely because it's also a time of release, right? But you can do this. You can balance that out with some good old-fashioned inspiration. So let's jump right in and see what the Scorpionic moon has for us. All right. Let's use these cards. These cards wanted to kind of come through. All right, so let's see. All right, reluctant energies. Oh, yep, something's got to be released. I can feel that already. Oh, there's it. Oh, I kind of want to it makes me want to gag. It's like, oh, it's like, it's not full on gag, but like just, oh, KMN, kill me now kind of energy. So whatever this is, let's be honest, these scorpionic energies are coming in to flush us out, right? To flush out our insides. Remember, when we're dealing with Scorpio, it's pretty much like filtration, right? They're great with transformation. They really, really are, Scorpios. But it feels almost like you're like, ugh, I don't want to. It gives me like this teenage girl, like she's 16. Ugh, I don't want to work with that person, be lab partners. Ugh. That's the energy I'm getting. But I think that you guys may actually find that what you're being asked to release is something you actually don't even want anymore. And I gotta be honest, this doesn't seem like some major release, like when we're working on a whole release, like the month of November, dear God, kill us all. No, this feels like being asked to get rid of something, some old stuff. So you may find yourself clearing out your closets, maybe changing your diet. No, that's even too big for this. Throwing out some gifts that people gave you that you know that you're not going to use. I would say, re-gift, but it's something small like that. And that's why it feels more like an annoyance, like, ugh, like I just want to, flick something, flick whatever it is. Ah, great. This is feeling so vibrational match-like. See how these two cards pretty much seem to be like the same? Isn't that the same guy? He like went from here to here, right? I'm getting this energy like, what did they say? Was it Wee Willie Winky? Wee Willie Winky ran through the town upstairs and now downstairs in his nightgown. Yeah, and all the townspeople, what? And all the townsmen and all the townsmen. What? No, couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Oh Lord. All right, listen, you go look it up. they're bringing Wee Willie Winky. What did he say? Oh God, it's. I mean, my computer's right there, but next level laziness right now. But anyway, it's like going from door to door here is what I'm seeing. I like that. The scorpionic energy playing nice. Ah, okay. I like what I'm feeling. I gotta be honest. I want to say Scorpio. I'm not talking to you guys who have Scorpio placements. I'm talking to the energy that's flowing in here. Scorpio, I like that you're playing nice with your neighbors. This was kind of what was coming through a few moons ago, or either a few weekly readings ago, I don't remember, where it was scorpionic energies, and those with Scorpio placements were being asked to play nice. Remember? Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, if this is not a fixed sign, look at that. Look how the energies are just ordering themselves. And look, 1, 2, 3 looks the same. See? It's like everything's in its place, a place for everything in its, and everything in its place. Then we've got, my inner self, and then boom, I strike you down. That's very scorpionic right there. Look at this. 2 worlds. That's what I'm saying. That energy right there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this energy. When the moon moves into the sign of Scorpio and you're cleaning, you're planning for what's to come, and what you'd like to do in the next moon cycle, in the next 28 days or 30 days or whatever, it's almost like this whole energy is coming with cleanup energy. So we thank you, Scorpionic energies, for coming through this time and not fully giving us a major tower moment, because again, this is not going to be a major tower moment. Remember, tower energies are like candy to people with scorpionic placements, because they're always about tearing things down and rebuilding. It's transformational energy. And when you think about the body, we need that. We need to constantly filter our bodies. We need to constantly detox. We need to shift what's going on. And I do see that while this is happening, you are going to, it's almost like some of you will be placed in a position to usher in. So this is how the scorpionic energies will manifest within you. You will be placed in a position to, accidentally, you're not even thinking about it, usher in change and transformation in the little place wherever you are. Quote unquote, the little place could be your own household. It could be your side of the office. It could be whatever. It's like for small groups, right? It seems like the powers that be are delegating this major cleanup energies through people. And but the beautiful thing about it, you see, is you deliver, you clean up. The beautiful thing about it is that you will still be able to have your own world, your own self intact, right? Look how beautiful and pink and rosy this card is. It's soft, it's gentle, you're in your own space, and then boom, here you're like turning on the vacuum and peace is disturbed, right? So you're coming out here to do your job, and you're releasing, and you're being moved by spirit to get other people to release as well, but you're intact as well. And before you know it, the moon's going to be gone, and that's it. You're able to be in these 2 places very easily. So I don't necessarily feel, I got to be honest, that this is going to be a major stressful time, a majorly stressful time. It's more like, hey, company's coming over, this house is clean, but why am I still seeing your 2 shoes on the floor? And why is this coat not on the hook? Go clean these up quickly, and then it's done. That's what I'm getting. So for some of you guys, if this manifests as paperwork, for example, because remember, this cleanup could come in the form of an audit of some sort. I do feel like for some of you, it could be some type of mild auditing. It could look like it's going to be big, like your boss is like, you know what, can you forward that budget your budget and your expense reports for the month of November so I can approve it? And you're freaking out because you bought the cappuccino machine for the office. First of all, I love you. If you are that kind of boss, thank you. We love people like you. Would it kill you to get us a cappuccino machine that actually works and tastes good? Anyway, but you may think that you're going to get busted for like these expenditures. But then you realize it's like the bosses got their own stuff. They trust you. They just need to add their signature to it. They don't even really look at the itemized list. They're just like, okay, whatever, it doesn't exceed whatever crossed, and boom. And so it turns out to be not a big deal. But you still had to kind of go through a little bit of a look-see. What else? I think a lot of you will be minding your own business. It feels like a lot of you will be hermiting up, which makes sense because we're coming off of the moons in Virgo and Libra. And if you did watch those readings, like like I said in both of them, I think I said in both of them, that the energy of the hermit energy is there. Also, yeah. So I still feel like you'll still be kind of in that mode. And remember, if you watch the final week reading for the month of November, week 4, then you will have heard me slash the guides say that it's a time of rest right now. So if you're like twiddling your thumbs, it's okay. So it's okay. 10 minutes, 10 seconds, it's okay. And for some of you, this energy of peace and really being at rest and kind of having this time out and kind of not having a lot to do and kind of feeling like, feels almost like everybody's gone. Where is everybody? It's going to continue for the first 2 weeks of December. Not for everybody, but for some people, this period can last for the first 2 weeks of December. And so that's why I feel like, you see, like I said, these hermity energies are kind of still in the air, and there's nothing wrong with that. Take some time out, write a book, just try to, don't get paranoid. Like, what's happening? Am I dying? Oh, why is life slowing down? How come no one's coming? No one's calling me? How come? It's just, it's just the way energy flows. You'll be back up again. Don't worry. But we are coming to the end of seasons, right? So just roll with it. Yeah. So spirit is going to. Yeah, I'm just seeing you being. I'm getting the words transfixed. So there's something that's been transfixing you since. I'm getting the month of Virgo. God, when is Virgo again? August, September, October. Yeah, August to September, right? So some of you may have been transfixed in that. Some of you may have also been transfixed since the Virgo moon recently. Whatever it is, you're occupied, you're focused on something. But either way, it's very insulated. Insulated, yeah, what? Insulated. Sorry guys, it's late. It's very insulated, whatever you're going through, but these energies do not feel harsh. This is not October all over again. It's not November all over again. So you can all relax. I do see that a lot of you are getting feelings in my knees. So yeah, somebody here may have some knee problems. Just stretch. Make sure you're stretching a lot. And they're saying something about oil. Part of me wants to be like, oil your knees, but I'm like, unless they're saying something about oil, like, don't eat too much oil. You'll know if it's for you. Unless it's oil in your car, God knows. But either way, I do feel that a lot of us are still working on lessons that we learned over the past 3 months, okay? So just allow, thank you, Spirit, allow for these things to continue to process. That's why we have this downtime, because it's processing at a deeper level. And so you are perceiving of being kind of like isolated and insulated. It's like, hey, hello, is anyone here, right? But that's because these things are still settling. Yeah, they're like, do you want to pull more cards? I'm like, yeah, sure. No, let's leave them at this at 13 minutes. Just kidding. Oh my god. They're like, oh, you still have your good sense of humor. Yeah, well, I'm trying these days, guys. Try. On that note, mental conflict. Let's have a good sense of humor. They're saying that, yeah, times can be tough. Yes, things happen, but they're saying that you still have choice. You see, yes, you're conflicted with things, but you can choose what to focus on, right? And they're not saying that choosing is easy, right? But, and we know Sophie's choice, God bless. But the point is, you still have a choice. Speaking of, look at these. You still have a choice. They're saying that choices tend to become a lot easier, and whether we want to believe it or not, and I think a lot of you will agree with me on this. Choices tend to become a lot easier when you do your inner work. Because when you do your inner work, meaning sitting down and feeling the feelings, the emotions that come up when we get triggered, instead of glossing them over or seeking to change your activity to distract yourself, when you feel those energies, you give yourself a chance to familiarize yourself with these energies, and then you can gather information, you can gather intel to the point where you start to realize, oh, okay, duh, this is coming up because that happened, or I understand why this is happening, and it could put you in a much better position to say, well, I've analyzed this a bit and I know where this road leads and I don't want to go down that road, and so I'm going to make a different choice. Now, again, that it's not always easy, but it does become easier the more you pay attention to these things. And interesting, there's the third eye chakra right there. Spirit is saying that's why we give you those tower moments. And they say we very loosely, because it's you with the higher self. Happens all the time. We think we're being driven by the guides. We think our angels are pushing us. We think God wants us to do it. No. And when us readers look into your energy field, we're like, oh no, that's not them. It's actually your higher self. You're like, oh, oh, but I thought, nope, no, it's not them. Because they're not that intrusive. They're not that intrusive. Look, they don't want that, when you transition to the other side and something didn't work the way you wanted it to while you were planning it, and they don't want you to blame them because they intruded in it. No, so a lot of these times it's you that's pushing you. And sorry, to like crack my knuckles. And a lot of times it's your fear voice, it's not even your higher self, it's your own fear voice, your lack of self-worth, your being too hard on yourself, those voices that are pushing you to do things and this and that. And so that's why third eye, they're saying that's why clarity is so important. Might I suggest clary sage as an essential oil if you guys are struggling? Yeah, clary sage as an essential oil. You just dab a little on your third eye, right between your forehead. Just yeah, that's something to help you see clearer. Also, give up the dairy for a bit. Decrease your dairy, because dairy products do cloud judgment. It does cloud the third eye area, so just be mindful about that. Thank you, Spirit. And they're also saying it does a number. It's so funny the way they're saying it. It's not funny, but it's funny how they're saying it does a number on quite a lot of you. A lot of your bodies. Yes, also in the ears. You can't hear, because remember, yes, we do have ear chakras, but when it comes to communing with spirit and hearing and expressing and all of that, it's ruled by the throat chakra. So the minute I'm here telling you about this dairy and how it clouds your judgment and all of this in your third eye, I'm feeling the ears also starting, like around my ears, start to kind of like become blocked a little bit to tell me that, hey, don't forget us. Yeah, so just be mindful. If you consume dairy products, especially if you consume a lot. Now, some of you are consuming more than you should, and you think you're doing a little bit, but it's actually too much for your body. Remember, I would say don't even sit down to look at that contract. Don't try to negotiate any terms. Don't try to sit here and think about where you should move next year, because you're just gonna do yourself a disservice because you can't see. So anytime you have a big, thank you. I was gonna say decision, but they're saying conversation. God bless. Anytime you have a big conversation coming up with somebody, or anything that requires you to be in sound mind and body and your faculties, please. They're like begging. They're like, please, dear God, for the love of dear God. So yeah, if you don't take anything away from this reading, please take away the dairy. Take away the dairy and take away the dairy message here. They're like, stop with the dairy. They're like, you're not cows. So true. But the cheese. Yeah, so they've been really trying to get me to give up dairy for a long time. And I was like, guys, excuse you, no. And then I was like, I've cut down. And then they had me like literally go in my fridge and pull out all of the dairy things that I had in there and put it on the counter. I took a picture of it and I sent it to Moon Mama Musings, on Instagram and YouTube, Moon Mama Musings. I sent it to Katie, and I was like, my bad, because her guides had been telling her to, I was telling her that her guides were telling her to stop eating dairy. And she was like, whatever, I don't know. And here it was that I was telling her, and I had so much in my fridge. I think I had had to be at least 8 dairy products, sour cream, half and half, cheese, the whole works. And the cognitive dissonance was so, they're saying that's why the knocking is right here. It's the third eye that they're knocking on. Pineal, all of this. They're like, hello, cognitive dissonance, the distance between what is real and what you believe to be real. Oh, I'm a great worker. Dude, you haven't been to work in like 3 days. Oh, okay. I do yoga. Yeah, I do this. You haven't hit the mat in like 5 months. What are you talking about? You don't do yoga. That's what we're talking about. So Spirit is trying to get you to get clear. Look at this. Get clear. Memories. A lot of you are lost in the sauce. Nostalgia. Get clear. Because what's happening is when you're not in this state of clarity, and now see, that's why we're looking into the head. When you're not in this state of clarity, you're missing opportunities, is what Spirit is saying. So do not get dragged by your spirit guides like I got dragged by my spirit guides, and I had to physically go in the fridge and pull out a lot of items after I was like, you guys, I do not even eat dairy. I was like, okay. And even I had to say, shut up. To myself. So anywho, they're also pointing us to your hormones. They're saying your chemical biological makeup, they're saying, for a lot of us, is suffering under the weight of these issues and these entities. Some of you may have distractions that are oh gosh, that are not coming from you. They're coming from outside source, external sources. So attachments, energetic attachments, beings that attach to your energetic field. Why do they do that, Jonelle? So that they could feed off of your energy. What energy? Your low vibrations, your sadness, your grief, your chemical imbalances. They're saying you have to watch as well, because remember, chemical imbalances do also create certain states in the mind and your emotions and whatnot, and so they feed on emotion. Addictions, things like that. That's a whole nother video, but not really. But anyway, they're all up in the mind. Oh my God! Hello, we're totally talking about the sign of Scorpio and this moon. So remember, the sign of Scorpio is all about the psyche. That's that deep, embedded subconscious. That's the basement, guys. And so that's why they're kind of getting in here. So it's like building your awareness about the things that are giving you this conflict. So diet is something they brought up. They're saying that we've been taking time out to process some energies as well that we've been learning. And now they're talking about entity attachments for a lot of us. So we want to be mindful. They're saying it doesn't matter who it is. They don't care. Just get rid of it. Now, how do you get rid of something like that? You look at your body language. Like, is that you? Is that something you would normally say? Is it something you would normally do? Are you, right? Are you being listless? Are you, and no wonder I knew this card wanted to come in earlier. I didn't know when, 22 minutes and 33 seconds when I saw that. But look, it's like needing to, need to get a little interference here from spirit, getting clarity, right? We see this here with the knocking. And also I almost said get back on your feet with this. Now, I do see that you're going to get back on your feet soon. I do feel that some of you are going to struggle a little bit, like with withdrawal symptoms from whatever you're detoxing from, whatever you're moving away from it, whether it be about occupying your own space after sharing it with attachments, or it could be about changing your diet and now needing to embody a whole new lifestyle that is new to you, that's foreign to you. Whatever it is, there could be a little bit of a sense of like feeling, like lack, like bummed. Like, was it this reading when we started? It was like, was it this reading? I can't remember. That energy of like, I don't want to let it go. Yeah, I think it was this reading. I don't want to do it, right? But it's got to be done. Okay, so anyway, Spirit is really helping us here, and we're all gonna be successful. We're gonna really work at it. Okay. All right, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, Atlantis is coming up for some reasons, for somebody here, for a few of you possibly. Hi. Cronies, we're all on here, right? We always come back together, don't we? Anyway, more Atlantis energy is going to be coming in within 6 months is what I'm getting. Okay, so just keep an eye out for that. If you keep getting the same message for yourself, you may be somebody associated with Atlantis is what I'm getting. Okay. All right, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or to have a live energy healing session via Zoom with me, please do check my Etsy page. All the goods are on that page. All right, until then, mwah. God bless you guys. Bye.